Hi students, good afternoon. So in the last class we discussed in ninth mathematics first lesson set language. So in this class we discussed the introduction about set and definition of set and which of the following are set or not a set. So do you understand the concept of a set or not? I think you will understand about sets. But small quick review about in our first class. So first one, who was called the father of set theory? He is George Cantor. He is a German mathematician. George Cantor was called the father of set language, set theory. So theory of sets was developed by German mathematician George Cantor, was called the father of set theory. So this is one creative one mark. And the next one, definition of set. So what is the definition of set? Before we go into the definition, we need to know about the some keywords, that is called object. Object is nothing but in our daily life we used many living and non-living things. These are all objects. So sets language is very important chapter because it is being used in almost every branch of mathematics. To understanding set theory helps us to see things in terms of systems, to organize things into sets and begin to understand logic. So this chapter is a logic oriented concept, and 10th, 11th, 12th set language set theory is the first chapter. So this is very important one. So object means we used to many things in our life. For example, books, flowers, numbers, and etc. So we deal with a group or a collection of objects. Group of objects or a collection of objects. Group of object or a collection of object. Or a group of students or a collection of books or a list of states in a country, a collection of coins, and etc. So collection of object means such as collection of books, a group of students, a list of states in a country, a collection of coins, collection of rivers in India, collection of English alphabets, collection of states, collection of numbers, collection of districts in Tamil Nadu, the collection of movies. These are all some examples of objects. So, set means a mathematical way of representing a collection or a group of objects is called a set. A set is nothing but it is one of the mathematical way of representing a collection of objects or a group of objects. Now, do you understand? So, what is mean by objects? Now, going to our definition, a set is a well-defined collection of objects. So, we are going to our definition. A set is a well-defined collection of objects. The main property of a set in mathematics is that is well defined. Well defined. Main property of a set in mathematics, that it is well defined. What is meant by well defined? This means that given any object, it must be clear whether that object is a member of the set or not. So, that is meant by well defined. Well defined means any objects are given, it must be clear whether that object is a member or element of this group, of this set of the objects or not. So, in the definition, if the word well defined is missing, then it is not a definition, meaningful definitions. It is not a set. So, for the definition, set is a well defined collection of objects. So, in our old book, the definition give a set is a collection of well defined objects. Set is a collection of well defined objects, or the set is a well defined collection of objects. So, here well defined collection of objects means that given a specific object, it must be possible for us to decide whether the object is an element of the given collection or not. So, this is main property of sets in mathematics. Well defined. Next one, the objects of a set are called its members or elements. So, this is also very important, because in mathematics set language, the objects are represented in the keyword members or elements. So, students will form any group, a group which contains 10 students, then each one students named as members or elements in that group. So, that's all. So, in a set language, we discuss so many objects different types of objects, but all objects in set language commonly it is called members or elements. So most of the time we used the word elements. Most of the time we use the word elements. So in the definition, set is a collection of well-defined objects. Well-defined means whether that object is a member or element of the given collection or not. So each object of a set called the members or elements. So and also we discuss some examples of set. The collection of all books in a district central library, the collection of all colors in a rainbow, the collection of prime numbers, and collection of natural numbers, collection of English alphabet, collection of vowels, collection of flowers. So there are so many objects we studied in the previous classes. So and look at the box. There are 5 examples are given. So which one is set and which one is not a set? So in our last class we discussed briefly the first one, collection of natural number is a set or not. So we define the object in that group because the natural number start with 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So the collection of natural number is a set. So 1, 2, 3. So it is a set. And second one, the collection of English alphabets. So you know very well English alphabet, collection of English alphabet up to A, B, up to Z. The collection of English alphabet also a set. So collection of natural number is a set, collection of English alphabets is a set. And the fourth one, collection of states in our country. So we write one by one. So how many states in our country? So it is well defined. Okay. So we definitely told is Australia is our country, is one of the states is in our country. So it is not possible. So you well define Australia is not a state in our country. But Tamil Nadu is a state in our country. So is you know very well Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra like that are our states in our country. So Australia is not our state. It is one of the another country. So Australia is not a member, not an element of states in our country. So Australia is one of the country, but it is not a state in our country. So collection of states in our country, the objects are well defined. So it is also a set. So next one, the collection of good students. And the fifth one, collection of beautiful flowers in a garden. Collection of good students. So we have already told collection of good students, beautiful flowers, good people, tall people, beautiful flowers, beautiful movies, cinemas. So, like that, these words, we cannot well define whether an object is a member or not, because in our class all students are good students. So here not defined what is meant by good students. At the same time, not define which flowers are not beautiful or which flowers are beautiful. So all flowers are beautiful, that's all. So collection of students. So we omit the word good, then it is a set. And also in the fifth example, we omit the word beautiful. That is, collection of flowers in a garden is a set, but collection of beautiful flowers in a garden is not a set. So collection of students in a class is a set. Collection of good students in a class is not a set. And we give so many examples in the last class. So, and I have already told some sentences are given, but you now make set and not a set about each 10 sentences. So you prepare own sentences, and I give some examples. The collection of male students in your class, is a set or not? The collection of male students in your class. So in our class, we definitely boys and girls are studying. Then we separate who are studying in our class. Boys name definitely well defined. So we know very well who are studying in boys in our class. So the objects are well defined. So in a class there is no boys, then the sentence is no meaningful. So we omit that sentences. So the collection of male students in your class. If a male student is possible, then it is a set, no doubt. At the same time, the collection of girls, students in your class. The collection of girls in our SVB. These are all collection of classes in our school. The collection of students in our school, whole students up to pre-KG to 12th standard. The collection of all boys in SVB from KG to 12th standard. The collection of all girls in our school. It is a set, because up to KG to 12th standard, we definitely well define who are the girls studied in our school. So we separate, mention who are the boys, who are the girls. These are all a well defined object, so it is a set. And the next one, the collection of numbers. That means natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, real numbers. So up to 8th standard we study about rational number. So in our 9th standard, the next chapter start with real numbers, and also we studied in irrational numbers also. So collection of each type of numbers is well defined, because the collection of integers means, so we know very well in the earlier classes we study about the integers. So it is well defined objects also. And another one, the collection of districts in Tamil Nadu. Collection of districts in Tamil Nadu. So you know how many districts in Tamil Nadu? 35, 36, now 36. So we want to write all the district names in Tamil Nadu. These all districts are well defined. So Elchivalayam is not a district, so we cannot write it in the collection of groups. So district means Namakkal. Second, next Salem, Erode. So these are all districts. But Tiruchengodu is a district in Tamil Nadu? No. So it is not an object in this group. Rasipuram is a district in Tamil Nadu? No, it is not in the group. But Salem is a district, one of the districts in Tamil Nadu. Athur, Coimbatore, Chennai. So these are all some examples of set. And next one, the collection of all good movies. So we have already told good movies. The collection of all tall students in your class. The collection of good books you have studied. So consider these three examples: good movies, good cinema, tall students, tall people. These objects are not well defined, because one movie like one person, but another person, that movie is not like. So in a collection of groups, if an object is well defined object, then it is a set. If the object is not clear, it is in one of the element of that group, then it is not a set. So now you have to understand what is a set, and if any sentences are given, now you find which one of the following are set and which one of the following are not a set. Or you find it? I think you find very well. So this is the basic concept in set language. So you basic concept is not clear, then the set language is not understand. Say in our language set theory, there are so many definitions are there. So we know that all the definitions, these definitions are in our 9th standard book only. So after 9th, there is no definitions for set and operations on set, types of sets are in our book only. So you day by day you listen to our class, don't miss. So next one, so these concepts are also discussed in our earlier classes also. Now we going to discuss the another concept. Before that, some notes are given. So first point, the elements of a set are listed only once. The element of a set are listed only once. So this is very important because the objects of a set are all distinct. The objects of a set are all distinct. Distinct means different. வெவ்வேறானவை. That is, no two objects are the same. For example, in our class there are 20 students. Then we write the names one by one. There are 20 names only. If any one name write twice, then collection of students in our class is more than 20. So but in our class strength is only 20. Then each and every student's name write only once. That is the main concept in the set. So the elements of a set are listed only once. So set is nothing but we write the objects one by one in a mathematical way. That's all. So sets means we write the collection of objects name one by one in mathematical ways. That's all. So second point, the order of listing the elements of the set does not change the set. This is also important point. So these are very helpful to write the sets, that is collection of objects. So here in a mathematical way, so in our next class we are going to discuss the representation of a set. Now we discuss only definition of a set, and next one, the notations are used in the sets. But our next class, the representation of a set. So still we know very well about the objects. Which objects are well defined, which one is not well defined. It is clear that then only we are going to study about representation of a set. So the second point, the order of listing the elements. For example, we write the name of the students in alphabetical order in the attendance, in the mark register. So order of listing the elements of the set does not change the set. For example, collection of natural numbers means we write 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. For collection of vowels in English alphabets, so you know about vowels in English alphabet: A, E, I, O, U. It is collection of vowels in English alphabet. See, we write A, E, I, O, U in the way. Or suppose if we write the reverse order, U, O, third one, I, fourth one, E, first, fifth one, A. So A, E, I, O, U and U, O, I, E, A is equal. So the second point, the order of listing the elements of a set does not change the set. So order நீங்கள் மாற்றி எழுதினாலும் செட் வந்து ஒரே சேம் செட்டு தான், செட்டோட இது வந்து மாறாது அப்படிங்கிறத நம்ம கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், தி கலெக்ஷன் ஆஃப் 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. as well as the collection of 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8. 2 and 3 are interchange, 6 and 7 are interchange, but are the same though listed in different order, since it is necessary to know whether an object is an element in the set or not. We do not want to list that elements many times. We do not want to list that element many times. ஒரு எலமெண்ட்டை only once மட்டும்தான் எழுதணும். And that elements, whether an object is an element in the set or not. அந்த செட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடிய எலமெண்ட்ஸை மட்டுமே எழுதணும். ஏ கிளாஸ் அட்டன்ஸில் பி கிளாஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் நேமே எழுத முடியாது. ஸோ பி கிளாஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸில் சி கிளாஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸோட நேமே எழுதக்கூடாது. ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் ஆல் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் பிகாஸ் these students are only in that group. So A class students in only in A class, collection of all students in class A, collection of all students in class B, collection of all students in 9th C. So the students name are different in our class only. So the note is very important one. And the next one, the sets notation. So next concept, the set notation. So notation of a set is very important one, because in number system we used the 4 symbols: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So addition means we use the symbol, subtraction, multiplication and division. So each one have own symbol. For like that, the set language have some notations. So notations is nothing but it is a symbols. It is also a symbol used in this chapter. That's all. So what are the notations? What are the symbols are used in set language? Generally, sets are named with the capital letters A, B, C. So one of the main concept here, each and every set represented a name. Each and every set represented a name. So each and every set we give name. A set is usually denoted by capital letters of the English alphabets A, B, P, Q, X, Y, etc. So a set is usually denoted by the capital letters in the English alphabet up to A to Z. So each and every set have we give a name and the capital letters A equal to, B equal to, C equal to, and the elements of a set, the elements of a set is written within curly brackets. So it is one of the important symbol. This symbol is called curly brackets. Each and every set represented by a capital letters in English alphabet. At the same time, each and every elements in that group is are denoted by the small letters A, B, C. So sets capital letters are used to name of the sets and small letters are used the elements of the set. So within curly brackets we used small letters only. So set means you use the curly brackets, then only it is called a set. So in your previous standard you study the set of natural numbers, the set of whole numbers. So we have already used the word sets in our mathematics. For example, the set of natural numbers means we give name, capital letters n is equal to. So we know very well the capital N is the set of natural number, that is collection of natural numbers or set of natural numbers. So n equal to, use the curly brackets. So within curly brackets you write the natural numbers one by one separated by commas. So which number is start in natural number? First one 1. So n equal to 1, 2, 3, dot 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 dot. That is the set of natural numbers means n equal to, within curly brackets we write the elements, that is we write the object. Here 1, 2, 3 are all objects, not numbers. So within braces, curly brackets, what are the objects are used? So each one is called elements. So do you know how to represent a set, how to write the set? So each and every set, within we write each and every collection of objects within the braces, it is called sets, that's all. So each and every elements represented in the curly brackets, then it is called set. Otherwise it is only statement. That means, do you know, understand what is a set and what is a statement? For example, collection of natural numbers, it is a statement. The set of natural numbers, it is a set. That for within curly brackets we write collection of natural number means it is a set. Without curly brackets, the collection of natural numbers is only a statement, that's all. So if you write within curly brackets, then only it is called a set. So without using curly brackets, it is only a reading statement only, it not represent a set. So now you understand how much important curly brackets in these sets. So each and every sets, we write all the elements, all the objects of the set are represented within the curly brackets. So you use the symbol curly brackets only. These symbols only are used to represent a set. Some students used the symbol brackets. It is not a set. If you use the symbol, then it is wrong. We used the simple brackets, then it is not defined a set. So we use the curly brackets, we do the rough work, the symbol practice so many times, then only we write easily in the exam. So curly brackets, this one is curly brackets, this one is brackets. So we use, this one is correct, this one is incorrect. Do you understand? Okay. So next one, third point. Okay. Now we going to the notation. These are also notation, but other notation is used in the sets is this notation. That means is an element or is belongs to. It means belongs to. So if x is n, so let us look the third sentence. If x is an element of a set A, or x belongs to A, or x belongs to A. So x is an element of a set A or belongs to A. We write x belongs to A. We write x is belongs to A. If the object x is an element if x is an well defined object, then we write x belongs to the set A. So A is the capital letter, name of the set, x is the small letter, it is an element. Here x means x is any object, living or non-living things, all are called small x. If x is not an element, so last fourth point, if x is not an element of a set A, or yes x does not belongs to A, we write the symbol x does not belongs to A. So you know very well about the difference between is belongs to, does not belongs to. So how to read these notations? So these notations read as is belongs to, or is an element of. X is an element of A, x is an element of A, or x belongs to A. And second one, x is not an element of the set A. That means x does not belongs to A. X is not an element of set A, or x does not belongs to. The symbol is belongs to, the symbol is does not belongs to. So belongs to, does not belongs to. So you know very well about these two symbols, then only we understand the other concept. For example, consider the set A. This is the method of writing a set. A equal to, A is the name of the set, capital A, and it is equal to, within curly brackets there are 4 numbers are there, 2, 3, 5, 7. That means there is only 4 numbers are in that group, 2, 3, 5 and 7 only. So look at 1, there is no 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 are not there in the group, that is these are all not an element. So in the example there are 4 elements. So first one, 2 is an element of A, so we write 2 belongs to A. Now you understand which symbols are used, is an element and which one is used to not an element. So 5 is an element of A, we write 5 belongs to A. But 6 is not an element of set A, so we write 6 does not belongs to A. So if a number is in that group, then we use the symbol belongs to. Otherwise, if an element is not in the group, then we use the symbol does not belongs to. Okay students, now we discuss the notation are used in the set language. So all of you read the definitions one more times and example. First example, we now look the first example notations how to use. So consider the set A equal to, that is cricket players name Ashwin, Murali Vijay, Vijay Shankar, Badrinath. So fill in the blanks with the appropriate symbol, belongs to or does not belongs to. Use the appropriate symbol, belongs to or does not belongs to. First one per Murali Vijay dash A. So Murali Vijay is an element of the set A. So we use the symbol belongs to. Second question, Ashwin dash A. A means it would name the A. So Ashwin is also the player of the cricket. He also included in set A. So one of the element of A of Ashwin is belongs to A. And the third one, Badrinath belongs to. So Badrinath is also the element in that group A. So it is also belongs to. And fourth one, Ganguly. So Ganguly is one of the cricket player, but Ganguly is not in the group A. In the group there is no Ganguly. That means Ganguly is not an element, not a member of the set A. So Ganguly does not belongs to A. And the fifth one, like as Ganguly, the another one, Tendulkar. So Sachin Tendulkar is one of the most valuable cricket player, but he is not included in the set A. So Tendulkar is not an element of the set. So here also we used the symbol does not belongs to. So now you understand the notations. Belongs to, does not belongs to. So how to use these symbols you must understand. This one is very important. Next one, we are going to exercise 1.1. In that exercise, tomorrow we discuss the answer. So now your homework. First question, which of the following are sets, which one of the not set? So if it is a set, then we write near set. If it is not, then you write not a set. There are 4 examples. You write within your own thinking whether one is set and whether one is not a set. So first one you complete. After that, second one, representation of a set. It is we discuss in next class. Then we come to the third question. Second one still not teach. So next come to the third question. It is also notation of the set. So third question, there are 2 parts. There are 3 sets are given, A, B, C. A sets contain 4 elements, B sets contain 4 elements, C set contain 4 elements. So here first part, state whether true or false. State whether true or false. So you write the answer. Tomorrow we discuss the answer. So there are 6 questions. The symbols belongs to and does not belongs to used. So which number is included in that group, then we write true. Which one is not included in that group, then we use it is false. And if B fill in the blanks. Here also there are 4 questions. First 2 questions 3 and 14 belongs to which set? So first and second question we write the name of the set. So 3 included in which set and 14 included in which set, and third and fourth use the notation belongs to or not, does not belongs to. So these 2 questions are in write in the max note. Okay, we today we write these questions in rough note. Tomorrow we explain how to write the max note. Okay students, today class we discuss very well about the sets and few more examples like sets and not a set, and one of the important notation belongs to, does not belongs to, and some 1 mark how to symbol used in our textbook. So next class we discuss the representation of a set. So this is very important topic, representation of a set. We discuss in our next class. So thank you students.